Hello, viewers. I am here with another talented author today. Most of you already know him. He is Mr. S.P. Warrior from Kerala, and he has already published three books through Wings Publication. Earlier, two books were self-help or you can say non-fiction category, and the third book which he has published, of course, the third book is the latest one, and that is going to be our primary focus for today's discussion. So the third book is majorly a fiction book. So we are going to talk in detail to Mr. S.P. Warrior. Let us understand from the author himself about the book. So, sir, welcome to this author interview. I'm feeling very, very happy to see you after a long time, to meet you online after a long time, and of course, very happy and very excited to take this interview ahead.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
welcome, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the introduction.
Thank you, thank you. So this always has been my curiosity and my interest that your first book was self-help, your second book was more of a memoir and again non-fiction. Then suddenly how you decided to how instead of how I would say why did you write a fiction book? Like it was your passion, it was your interest. What's the whole story?
No, it is this way, sir, because my passion is always for fiction. In fact, right from my childhood, in school days itself, I had been writing. I had been writing short stories. And for that matter, when I was in fifth standard, I had written a novel. Because only thing that time we don't have the facility of publishing so fast, or we don't have publishers like you that time. And I was in a remote village. So that time I don't have much facilities, but with whatever resources I had, and we don't have the typing facility, no computer, nothing. And I had been writing by hand and then again correcting and recorrecting like that. And I made a book, bound that, and I gave it to somebody for known person who I thought she will be able to do it. She was not able to get it published, and it didn't see light, and it went died as it is. So then thereafter, I'd been writing short stories and all. In my college days also, I had been for college magazines, I had been writing. So my first love is fiction.
Oh,
Yes.
I did not know this.
No, even for your information, I've been writing another book now. That is a suspense thriller.
Uh-huh.
It's a crime thriller. So that is almost halfway through. And there again, after that, my next book again, side by side, I started. That is a family story. So these two books are there. One is almost nearing completion, so I started the other one.
Achha.
So my like is always for fiction. But then why I wrote the my first book, that is Relationship 360 Degree. It is something like a guide, like for people who want to evolve themselves. You want to upgrade yourself, because I was in business. In fact, I had been in corporate.
You were in job previously, then shifted to business, and after a long career in business, then you decided to follow your passion. So it's a roller coaster ride.
Exactly, sir. Because I was in corporate sector for about 22 years, and I'd been working there. Then I thought, instead of working for somebody else, why can't I do myself? Same industry, I came as a manufacturer and I started doing my business. And in nearly 20 years, I'd been running my own business. Then, due to health issues, I had to wind it up, because unless you concentrate yourself, you can't run a business successfully. So then it started slowly going in minus. So I thought it's the right time to just call it a day and wind it up. And then, because I had been having the passion of writing even when I was doing business, when I was in service also. But then timing was so short and always very tight scheduled. I had been traveling, and you will always be stressed. You will have a lot of things will be there, so you won't be able to pursue with your passion. So
Correct.
I was reserving that for another day where I can open it up and bring it out thoroughly. So when one way it was a blessing for me that the disease came, and then I had to close the company itself, was a blessing for me, because that was my passion right from my childhood. I could open it up. So I just immediately after closing the company, I started writing, and my first book came within about 8, 9 months of my starting writing it. Then second one, then I thought it is high time because for me, in fact, I am a very highly positive person. Positivity is my main asset. So I never bother for whatever happens to me, including the health issues also I had. People also, they were saying, no, how you are doing. I said, it's nothing because that is part of the game. And then that is again giving you more and more confidence and courage to do it. So then I embarked on my second book. And there I wanted to explain my own story. It was, as you said, that roller coaster life I had,
So it's
which
kind
I
of
was.
autobiography, you can say.
It is a memoir. It's a short memoir because I had written a bigger book. Then I thought so big book people won't be interested in reading. So I compressed it. I made it very much compressed and made it a small book. So there I have given whatever I have faced in my life, in my business as well as in my personal life, whatever troubles and whatever obstacles I have faced and how I have overcome. So at least to certain people, whoever read it, probably they may find it useful because everybody have got different type of problem. And
Correct.
nobody is there who do not have any problems.
Correct.
Problems, even the most successful person he himself will find some problem. So whatever problems I faced, how I tackled, maybe of help to at least some people. So that is why I wanted to publish it in a hurry. It was in a very short time I did it. And that time also I was writing my third book. In fact, I was on the job, like I am doing my fourth book now, and the fifth book also started. So it is going on like that. So second book was over. Then when I full-fledgedly I came to my third book, that was the real exercise I had been doing. So that is what you had been talking about now.
So your third book,
Yes,
that
sir.
is Bond Beyond Blood.
Yes, sir.
When I look at the cover of that book,
Yes.
uh, I'm going to display that cover during this interview so that someone who has not seen that book
Yes.
will at least look at the cover. It's it's like a typical South Indian movie poster. The cover is
Yeah.
like that, and the theme is also very similar to that.
And
It's a
that credit for the cover credit goes to you only because you only designed the cover.
yeah, yeah. But yes, the theme of the book and the theme of the story, that is also a typical South Indian movie style theme.
Yes,
So,
sir.
can you please elaborate how the plot goes like, uh, without disclosing too much of the theme, because we have to maintain that curiosity. But
Yes, sir.
what is the theme of this book?
No, actually, it is this way, sir. That showcases everything, all emotions of human life. First of all, the personal bondage. That again, bondage beyond blood. That is more important because not necessarily only blood relations will have the bondage. So here, what I am mentioning is about two boys, underprivileged boys from underprivileged circumstances. They are close friends, and they are forced to leave their surroundings because of poverty and their difficulties in life and both of them go from their native place somewhere else and then they different depending upon different circumstances their life changes and they because of the as I told you it's almost you should say one character resembles me only it is from though it is not my life story it is my character reflects in that
Mm-hmm.
that protagonist is my character. So what happens is that that person is always resilient. He has got positivity and determination and all, he's always positive. So he goes through circumstances and then fortunately opportunities also support him and he finds somebody on the way. And in fact, he is going to see his mother who is in the hospital. And on the way he meets somebody. After hearing his story, that person is feeling sympathy for him and he helps him to get another job from that job he gets very good opportunity to evolve himself study himself he becomes a lawyer there then he becomes a politician ultimately he becomes the chief minister of the state
Wow.
and
Wow.
side by side his friend was there he also goes to another place and this person this boy who has got the chief minister he is helping this boy his friend to become a AC of police ACP of police and that person also rises up in his life. And ultimately, what happens is that this ACPO police is helping the chief minister to come out of an assassination bid. Because the chief minister is a very successful person. He has got innovative ideas to run the state, whereas he has got opponents, he has got rivals. They wanted to kill him. So the ACP of police, with his tactics, he helps him from that, and then ultimately, they both of them they join again and they have a peaceful life. This is the ultimate story of the book. Whereas a lot of characters come in that because when my hero he comes as the a lawyer, he meets his godfather, one person. He has got an adopted daughter. She helps him. She's like a sister. He says, I have got a sister beyond blood, as I mentioned. She is not his sister, but more than a sister, she becomes. And this character, he himself become health issue he has got, and he comes out of that. Whereas this sister, she is a doctor, and her husband is also a doctor. They help him to come out of his trust situations, and then he comes as a previous state. He is coming back again, and then only he becomes a politician. Then he becomes the chief minister. So these two people also, they are also very important characters in that. They support him like anything, and they are the main pillars before his behind his life. So like that, we have got about 12 characters who are all very much, all are bound beyond blood. So that much relations they are maintaining and each other are supporting very much to them. So this is the basic story of the book, sir.
And is it a thriller or is it a murder mystery or it is a typical suspense movie, suspense book? In what category you will put it?
No, here it is not a suspense book. Of course, there is some suspense in between. Definitely, little bit of thriller is there, little bit of suspense is there, everything is there. But basically, it is an emotional movie, emotional book. Basically, emotion carries forward.
So
No, no.
showing different angles and different aspects of humanity and human behavior.
Exactly. That is understanding. One thing is that your positivity plays a big role in that. See, positivity, determination, resilience. These are most important for you to come up, coupled with opportunity. If you don't have opportunity, all of these things will not help you at all. But fortunately, my characters, they have got excellent opportunities to support their hard work, their resilience, and their determination. So these coupled all together it came up very positively and in a very smooth way. That is the thing.
Okay, great.
Yes, yes, sir.
Uh, how much time it took you to complete this book from the inception of the idea till the completion of the manuscript? How much time in between?
It is this way, sir. Like my idea was not coming on a single stretch. Idea when you get half of the idea or maybe 30% of the story you are getting in mind, you start writing. And you start writing, you keep on getting idea of how to further. Like you can see in TV serials, serial start, and after 4 5 episodes only they will get further how to extend it like that only. Maybe my story also like that only. So my idea was that I didn't have ideas for this many characters in my book while starting the book. But when I
Mhm.
started, my mind started opening beyond the box, started going, and why can't I add this, like a character like this, why can't I add a character like this will be more touching. Like that, I started adding more and more characters. Otherwise, my initially I want to showcase only two boys. These two boys, they come up, they support each other, and they come up in their life and become very successful. This was my basic story. These two characters I started. But ultimately, when I completed, it became to about nearly 15 characters, or little more than 15. Like
And
that.
if I may ask you, how
Yeah.
many days or how many months you took to finish the book?
Maybe after starting around 7 to 8 months.
Oh,
That's all.
seven to
Yeah.
eight months.
Yes, because I have been traveling a lot. Other way, I could have, if I sit only for that, maybe 3 months I can complete. A lot
So
of traveling.
and it's a big novel. What
Yes,
we are referring to is a big novel.
yes,
So, what are your tips to someone who is starting their writing their journey or someone who is a fresher or a newcomer in this field? How can he complete his manuscript as early as possible and in a best way possible? Because now you are author of three books,
yeah,
and there could be no better person to guide them.
yeah.
Uh,
No, it is this way, sir. What you have to do is that you have to keep your mind open always. You have to keep on observing, observing, and observing. because you have got a lot of, that is what I am doing now. So even my next book, whatever I observe only coming, because you cannot create anything. You are observing, so then comparing that, and then you're writing. For example, my next book is again, it's like a thriller, as I told you, it's a crime thriller, and which is evils of society. There are a lot of evils like narcotics and everything. There's a big syndicate. That syndicate, corrupted syndicate, and the people, key people behind that are very popular people, one philanthropist, one doctor. They are all the people behind that. And ultimately, what happens is that there is the book starts with a dead body found in a marsh yard, and one person who is not at all connected with that, he is made the culprit for that. So he is
Hmm.
forced to find out who are the culprits behind the murder. So there is a story about that, because there's suspense I don't want to break now.
No,
So,
obviously.
so then that is the book. So like what I told you, when I observe something from there, I catch something, I grab something. Like that only, everybody that's who are going to start new book also, keep your mind open like anything, to be open. So you learn a lot of things which you can reproduce as a different character and different episode. That's all.
And any tips on the consistency and the regularity?
No, consistency, you cannot forcibly write yourself. You have to have your own mood for that. If you don't have a proper mood, you cannot write. Like I tell my family people also, don't disturb. For some time I'll be doing my do, because they come when I'm just typing some few lines, they come and ask something. So I lose
Hmm.
my complete touch of that. So I tell them, don't disturb, at least next 1 or 2 hours. I have to do it like that. If you can bring that correct mood, otherwise you flow off that topic, or your that continuity will not be there. So you have to have proper mood, you have to have a proper place without much disturbances, like
Correct.
lot of sound and disturbance that will definitely disturb you. So that should not be there, otherwise mood
And we
is,
should
yeah.
have complete support, unconditional support from our friends, our family, uh, our spouses, our kids. Because if they don't support us in these kind of activities,
Yeah,
we can never be successful.
yes, support from the family is most important. That is
Correct.
most important, yes. And then for me, actually, my contact is like that. Unfortunately, my circle is that most of the people, they are not writing books in English. My contact, they are all our local language, Malayalam. So I cannot contact, or I cannot ask suggestions or opinions from them. Only very few people are there who are very much conversant with English, or at least they have the reading habit. And again, when I'm talking about that, I would like to highlight reading habit in our people is much less nowadays. You can't find a person who has got the patience to read a book fully, especially novels or fictions and all. Maybe if it is something other educational things, probably the connected people may read. Otherwise, if you give a novel, you read it, it will be a good story. You can find very less number of people who are very much keen on reading it. So that way we are finding, because that is one thing where you cannot discuss your topic with somebody, your subject, whether we can improve it, what we can do, whether we can replace some particular, that you, I don't have anybody, because these are all self-made thing only. Then
Correct.
I,
Correct.
yeah,
Self-made, trial and error.
exactly. Yes, sir.
Uh, Great, great. So you write on pen on paper or you directly type on
I
computer?
type only. I always carry my laptop. Wherever I go, in the train also I do. When I go flight also I do. Anywhere we go, I do it. I don't write. And I correct it then and there.
Yeah, I also personally like to type directly because
Yes.
typing on paper and then getting it typed and then
Yeah.
making those changes is a double effort, I feel.
Yes, and what I do is that Google Documents I can type, and anywhere, if even if you go somewhere you didn't take your laptop, you can take your friend's laptop and type it. So that is the most
Correct.
convenient thing.
You just need a network,
Yes, yes,
internet connection.
exactly.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
So another discussion I remember
Yes,
when you had sent us your manuscript and we were discussing about the cover design of your manuscript.
yes, sir.
I remember that discussion. It was a very interesting discussion where you were describing the characters and you wanted to show the personality traits of those characters on the cover.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, for the ease of understanding, can you narrate those things so that our audience can get connected with the theme?
No, it is this way, sir. I give importance for three things in my book. One is the character, appearance of the character. That is, that always gives you a picture like you are seeing a movie. It gives you a picture in your mind like this is the character. So how he looks, like he has got some, maybe some mark on the neck, I mean on the forehead, or a little plumpy, or you are bald headed, or you are using a golden frame and spectacles. These things also, that is helping you to fix the character in your mind. So that is one thing. Another thing what I do is that the circumstances, that area or that place where things are happening, there again I explain if it is a office, it's a hall, it's a, something like that. More description, like a restaurant. Around that restaurant, I want to give more description. Otherwise, you just met in a restaurant, that is not going to help you because it will not stand in your mind. So what I do is that you give about the table arrangement, lighting arrangement, or something like that. So that is one thing. And then, of course, crispness of the topic. That is the third one. Whatever you are doing, just like the vaguely, if you are explaining, that will not stick in the mind because once you read it, your mind should be thinking about that again and again. So that is my plan. So that way, I've been, these three things always I give importance when I'm writing.
During this period of, say, 8, 9 months you mentioned,
Yeah,
did you face any hurdles or difficulties or any blockages in between during your writing journey?
not at all. No.
So it was kind of a smooth process.
Yeah, you're asking emotional or?
All any type of blockages, any type of obstacles. Like you mentioned that for some days you were traveling, so obviously you could not write during those days. So it's I would say it's a little break. It's a short break.
No, because I was not doing that every throughout the day. My writing always maybe maximum 2 hours, 3 hours a day. So wherever I go, also I make it convenient for me to do that much exercise that day. That I do wherever I go. Like I was with my daughter in US for some time. So there again, I told her that for some time I want myself to be about myself. So then I always get time for that. So it never, whether traveling or at home or whatever it is, it never interrupts my schedules, does it?
So the journey was very smooth. There were no obstacles.
Not at all. Not at all.
Great, great.
Yes, sir.
And at that time, an idea of your fourth book came in, or it was there in your mind from the beginning itself?
Yeah, it was there. It was there. It was there. Because unless you complete one, you cannot take up. Because that way I'm in a hurry because otherwise you'll forget that things. That is even now I told you, my fourth book is being written. And fifth one I'm doing because if I wait for this to be fully over, I forget some of the points there. So immediately I type, I give a heading and I keep on typing and keeping it aside. And
Mm-hmm.
then complete this. That is what I do. So that one almost I completed. My fourth book is almost over. Fifth one, about 150 pages are over.
Oh,
So, which is going on like that.
and
Because I don't want to forget.
your fifth book is also
That's
a non-fiction books or a fiction
yeah,
book?
and it's a fiction book. That is a family story.
Acha, okay.
Yeah.
Has anyone approached you regarding this particular book, Blood Beyond Bonds, for the TV serial or for movies, so taking rights from you? Because it's a very interesting story.
But unfortunately, I'm not having that much exposure for my book.
Uh-huh.
Because as I told you, my contacts are all much free in our local language. They are not very much comfortable with English. My contacts. So I've been posting that in Facebook, Instagram. So a little bit of promotion I'm getting, but I'm not happy. I would like to something I have to do because more people. I have to reach it to the reading community. People who are interested in reading the fiction books.
Mm-hmm.
Such people, if they read, definitely they will come out and they would like it also. So, but I'm not getting that sort of readers for my book. That is one problem. So maybe some people like my relatives, my friends, some of them they buy the book just to favor me, but they just keep it below that pillow. They won't read it.
They wouldn't read it.
Some people, they don't have that patience to read. They may be reading first page, second page, and then they keep it. Then they say, no, no, I'm reading, I have not completed. I asked a lot of people whether you have read, how is that? Very few people, they have written good reviews also on Amazon also. But some people, they say, no, no, I'll do it. I'm just reading, it's not completed. Like that. It's going on like that.
Uh, you have written a fiction book. You have also written a non-fiction self-help category book.
Yes.
Which journey did you enjoy the most?
Both have got different feelings, like whether you like tea or coffee, or whether you like your father or mother. It is something like that. Because for me, both I am comfortable and I like to do side by side both. Because in fact, my next book after the fifth book, my mind is already there. That will be something like a self-evaluation book only, more towards religious thing. You know, connected with your self-evolution towards Atma and that way. That also I got in mind. So that I'm ready with the topics, but unless I complete these two books, I cannot go for that. So
Achha.
that is why it's toying in my mind.
So
So
if someone asks you or comes to you for guidance that I can write a fiction book also, this is going to be my first book, and I can write a fiction book, I can write a non-fiction book. What
yes.
shall I write? If someone comes you, approaches you for the guidance, what guidance will you offer?
No, that whatever is there in your mind, like I cannot ask you to, I cannot tell somebody you go, you write this book, you write this book. I cannot tell somebody because if you want to write a fiction book, you can ask how to start it. Not that whether I should write a fiction book or I should write a non-fiction book. That you cannot ask me because what you have in mind, I don't know. What is the topic you are brewing in your mind? That you only know, I don't know.
Hmm.
So there is no point of asking because daytime you're asking whether I should sleep now or whether I should go out. Then you know better whether you're sleepy, even if it is day you sleep, night you sleep. That is different thing because I cannot tell that which one you write.
Everyone's liking and preference and their personality traits are different.
Yeah, different. Because some people they will have their story in their mind. I cannot tell them, no, no, don't write story. You write non-fiction. I cannot tell. Like the other people, they'll be expert in some other topic. So I cannot tell them, no, don't write that. You write fiction. That they have their mind. What their mind says, they have to say. What their mind calls, they have to do that. That is the point.
Okay. Any guidance for someone who's thinking of writing but not yet decided?
Yeah,
He is passionate of reading, but
yeah,
writing is just there in one corner of his mind.
yeah.
He has not yet decided. So,
Okay.
as an established author, would you like to guide him, like how he should go ahead and how he should begin his journey?
No, that depends on what are the queries he has got in mind. Because generally we cannot say what are the guidance. I like how to start writing, when to start writing, or what is the language, what is what. If any queries, specific queries are there, I should be able to guide. Not generally, I won't be able to say like you do this.
And regional language is better or English is better, sir?
For me, English is better. That's why I was writing in English because regional language I am not that good at that. Because right from my after my studies, I went to Bombay. There I was using some other language. Then I went to Chennai. There again another language. So my regional language I can speak, and I am not very much thorough with that. I am thorough, of course, but not in the writing. To that extent, I am not thorough with that. So
I also personally feel that with English you can reach a broader audience and you
yes,
can go globally.
yes,
With regional language, your audience becomes small.
limited. Yes,
Yeah, it is limited, it is small.
yes,
But if you want to share something with the world,
yeah,
then you should choose some language which is accepted globally.
yes,
And then obviously you can reach mass audience.
yes, correct.
Right. Any final thoughts from your side about the earlier three books or about the upcoming two books? And after that, we will close this interview.
Yeah, my earlier books, if you see, like I have developed quite a lot because my first book was just kacha, even language, English, everything is it was very, very bad. Like we are talking now, I've written that. because I didn't know how to, write in a polished English language. Then second one was far, far better. My third book, who read that, they said this looks like somebody else has written. Doesn't look
Oh,
like your book, because it is. I've evolved like anything, maybe 100% more than what I had been writing in my second book. And second book was 100% better than my first book. So definitely, I'm sure my next book will be still more polished. I'm very much sure for that.
so you are evolving as a person, you evolving as a professional, and you are evolving as a writer.
No, as writing, I'm evolving as an author. I'm doing that, but as a person, I don't. I am already. I have ideas, and from writing, I'm not learning much things. But what I've learned, I'm giving them. I'm
Uh-huh.
just, yeah. Otherwise, by my writing, I'm not learning. But I would like to read a lot of books. I've been reading also,
Uh-huh.
and that gives me a lot of insights. How to improve your book. That is what I'm learning. That I'm doing very much. Like so many English novels. After my first and second books, I started reading more, like novels and all. So it gives you idea how to represent your word, your thought. The thought process can be streamlined properly with that. So that I've been doing, and that will be, you can even, my third book, as I told you, it has shown very much different style, and that, that look of that is sentences in wording and everything totally different. And fourth one will be still more different. Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. So that was SP Warrior, sir,
Yes, sir.
speaking out his mind with all of us, sharing his perspective, his journey with us. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put all the three links of all three books from him, his first book, his second book, and his third book. Of course, that is the latest one. But I'm going to put all the three links in the description below so that anyone who is interested in buying that book or all the books, he can simply go on that link, click on it. It goes to Amazon. It takes you to Amazon, and you can book a copy there, and the copy will be home delivered to you. So links of all three listings, all three books will be given in the description box. And of course, you're more than welcome to share your comments, to encourage him, to motivate him to write more and more such books, present to the audience. And of course, it is recognition from our side that he has done wonderful efforts so far. So it is going to be encouragement for him also. And of course, when we spread positivity, that positivity comes back to us. So you are most welcome to share your comments. So please share this video and this discussion with your contacts, with your network, and let us take this writing journey, this book journey ahead, and let us love books. So thank you, Warrior Sir, for connecting with us today. Thank you for sharing lovely perspectives with us. I'm sure this has been a fantastic journey so far, and our best wishes to all the upcoming projects you have in hand.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the informative and intelligent questions you asked, which allowed me to expose myself more.
Thank
So
you, sir.
that is, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All the best, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.